week and a half ago. We're in Ireland, Group A. Two countries that booked their ticket, punched their ticket. Here, there are no stats because this is their first time pitching in the World Cup. Two countries that have punched their ticket already. There's the United States of America and Australia for Ireland. And then just yesterday in Valencia, Spain, concluded Group B. And the Netherlands and Puerto Rico punched their ticket as well. Italy being the host country next year, they will get a berth. So 5 of the 8 spots are booked. 2 more will go to the winner. 2 top places of this Group C match, Group C tournament, so World Cup tournament here. They'll be decided on Sunday, on day 5, apologies. So it should be simply outstanding. See the umpires here, we've got a fantastic crew on this one. Sabrina Fredizzi from Italy, you can see him calling the balls and strikes. Michael Garcia from Cuba, he'll be over at first base there. Jose Chaparro from Puerto Rico will be the umpire at second base, and Abel Mataboge from Botswana, a truly international group, he'll be at third base. Thank you so much for joining us here on the official platform GameTime.sport. Of course, if you want to follow along with the tournament, you just simply need to put in a couple of social hashtags. And you'll find your way to all of the information that you require. Use hashtag softball World Cup W, or you can put at WBSC. WBSC.org is the official website. You can find all the information on the tournament as we're about to get underway here in game number 6, the 5 o'clock tea time. First pitch about to get underway between Philippines and Japan. And right down the pipeline here, Cyril Ojeda. First time we're seeing her, as we mentioned. First pitch for her in the World Cup. Nakagawa, you see her statistics are outstanding, aren't they? 667. As they put the world on notice with that performance yesterday. Simply outstanding. The Japanese players and their poise, but their ability to just hit the ball hard. Always marvelled with the Japanese hitter and how they can do that. Not big in stature, but technique, poise, and the ability to coil the body and generate the velocity and the bat speed. Yesterday, just a number of home runs up and down the lineup. So the centre fielder here continues to work 3 balls. She can pull the first pitch she sees in this close to the zone foul. Japan coming in with a team batting average of 500. Pretty impressive, isn't it? Ready for the 3-1. And let's just dunk this one into right field, just like that. Leadoff job done by Nakawa down to first base. One thing with the Japanese, just methodically how they go about their work, aren't they? As you see the replay here, just in on the hands, opens the hips, drives that one into right field. Get us underway here in game number 6 on day 2. Yuri Nakumizu now, shortstop for Japan. First pitcher here is outside his zone. Lots of thoughts on how to pitch to the Japanese hitter. Nakumizu just trying to get off the hump yet. When you bust them inside and try and beat them on the outside. He's on the inside, throw down to second base. The Japanese are quick on the base pass, first stolen base today. See here, up and out of the crouches roar. Nakagawa with a great jump. This one just misses the zone. You've got to go at the Japanese hitter. We saw it yesterday against New Zealand. They batted through the order. 8 batters, 8 runs before they even gave out an out. Inside outside, and they'll get it out here. Kept underneath this one. There's Sully as the first baseman. On the flip side, really happy with the Philippines' performance yesterday against Canada. Only going down 5-0, but it was much closer right until the end of the game before Canada applied on a couple of insurance runs. Outstanding performance. Alonzo with the start in that one, and Anthony Howell coming in. This one's just on the tram line. I'm still in scoring position at second base here. Top of the first innings. Mr. 108. Beautiful day here locally in Butero, Italy, northeastern region. Inside there, so what we're talking about. Sometimes you just got to bust them on the hands to have some success. Of course, to our friends in the land of the rising sun, konnichiwa to you. Thank you for tuning in. And of course, the Olympic champions, Japan. 2018, the last time hosted a World Cup because of the pandemic. They finished with a silver medal. That's the start on the hill for Japan, and those two fixtures. She's on the bench here, number 17, Yukiko Ino. Ino, an amazing performer. Fantastic rotation, brilliant velocity. See that one come inside, and there's that inside pitch we're talking about. You bust a couple of those, then maybe finish on the outside edge. You've just got to change your game plan against the Japanese, that's for sure. Philippines playing shading to the right. The infielder, with a slight shift. You can see why she pulls that down the line. Second basewoman, MJ Marco, shading over towards first base. So provide some protection down that alley if you like. And the Japanese like to blast the ball. If they can get it in the corners, it's extra bases all day long with their pace. And one the other way, that's what we're talking about, trying to go both sides. Look how they adjust the Japanese. It's impressive, isn't it? And just like that, they'll trade places, does Kudot. And open the scoring here for Japan on the top of the first innings. You see that outside location, and just drives the bat at it. Tough when it's hard to defend, isn't it? They can hit both sides like wagon wheels, their choice. We'll bring up the bat now. Tommy Kawabata. 2 from 3 yesterday, scored twice. 1 RBI, a big day for Kawabata, that's for sure. The hitter continues here from the Philippines. Up in the tower. See the stats for Kawabata, and that's like that through a lot of the lineup. We mentioned top 5 out of the top 6. There you go, 667 or more. This one inside will collect. Kawabata goes out of first baseman, hit one pitch. So I forgot to tell Kawabata, don't rub it. It's not angry, so I thought you'd have the ball. Do not rub it. Talk about spreading the pain when you do. Minori Naito now. First base woman, she'll step in with one away here at the top of the first innings. There's that 1 and 2. Inside catch. So we're talking about busting inside on them. It looks really tight. The Japanese player in general tend to stand close to home plate, so their toe line right on the edge of the batter's box. There's one on the inside, slow roller. They'll go to first base, and just got to first base woman. On board by the Euros Naito. And now this is the batter that you do not want to see. See this pitch, good location in on the hands. Potentially a chance for a double play there. Nodoka Harada. Fantastic day from her yesterday. 2 from 2, scored 2 runs with a double and a big long home run. 5 RBIs on the day against New Zealand. Perfect record. And gets on the back of this one, trying to get it out of here. It's deep. It will be caught at centre field. They'll tag up and run, looking to get to 3. And the ball just comes out of the glove of the third base for Alazar as Japan will play another run on the fly ball. Scored 2 runs to 0 here, 2 away though. Good play you see here, just underneath it, didn't quite get full extension. And Ligu Gabriel, centre fielder, fantastic catch, almost doubles up Japan at third base. Pitch seen by Koyoto Ishikawa, the designated player. Looking for the pitcher today, Sakura Niwa. This one down low. So we're not here. I'm starting a few too many of these Japanese batters with a ball, and therefore behind in the count. Level now. Looks like we might have a violation here. An illegal pitch. And that will push another run across here for the Japanese. So 3 runs to 0 now. Inside about the zone on Ishikawa. They have the umpire behind the dish here. Sabrina Fabrizi. This one's pushing left field. Long ranging throw, can't get to it. One will come in. This could be an in-the-parker with the pace of the Japanese. Indeed, Ishikawa comes around. It's a 2-run in-the-park home run. Japan stretched their legs. There's now 5 runs to 0. See third baseman scoring. Alazar, one of the American-born players. Only 2 of them on the squad. Shortstop. Nicole Hamwood. And the third basewoman, Kaza. Coach from the Philippines just come out in conversation. And I think a clarification on what was the illegal pitch. There's a few pitches ago now. And I think a clarification on what was the illegal pitch. There's a few pitches ago now. And I think you can just see her holding her hands together. So it does allow the head coach for the Philippines to head on out and have a chat. Anna Santiago. Kind of happened so quick, I think everyone missed it a little bit. That's why before Ishikawa hit that in the park home run. Third base. Sakamoto. Sakamoto. All set and ready to go again here. Last time we got a chance to see the Philippines become the World Cup. It was way back in 2019 at the Asia Pacific Olympic Qualifier hosted in Shanghai. You can see 333 batting average for Sakamoto. Hit from three, scored twice yesterday, and a home run as well. And there you can see the power pushing the throw to second base. It'll be a strong single for the left fielder Sakamoto. Well, two away here. The catcher will take off the pads and jog on over to the batter's box. You see the stroke, look at that. Foot is down early, back follows through. It's powerful. It's the Japanese way. Catcher now, Haruka Sumutani. Sumutani takes the first pitch. Ojeda trying to get herself out of the first innings here. Two away at this point. This one fouls back, starts the right way. It was a count 1-1 now. Pitches already from Ojeda. 17 of them are strikes. Hard line drive, looking to break the alley, and it'll break the alley apart. No chance for an into park home run, but it will be for another run as Sumitani's double gets the job done here. And moves the scoreline 6-0 the first innings, and once through the order, head coach Santiago is going to make a change on the hill with 2 down. You can see the bat, poise, just strokes it with authority, don't they? They go all the way for the fence. Sakamoto with plenty of time to come home on the hit. Japan's offensive roles keep on running, that's for sure. So, that'll be it for Celine Ojeda. She can come out of the ball game. Picked up the 2 outs in the first innings, 5 hits, 6 runs. Came in, 3 of them were earned. 36 pitches, 19 of them were strikes. Then if we go to the bullpen, the starter from last night against Canada, were 88 is Gloria the Canadians last night's match. I was really impressed with the youngsters pitching. 2 innings. She pitched the first 2 innings of the match. Had about 4 hits, 2 runs. Both earned 1 walk. And 7 batters that she faced. In the end, though, it was the 2 home runs that knocked it out of the game. Apologies. Didn't get 2 runs, but it was the 2 runs that knocked out the game. It was 10 batters that she faced. It was a really good start. Up top. Back to the top of the shop here, Yami Nakagawa. She just beat back and dispatched that one. First pitch she saw to right field. Very impressive, isn't she? Took her time though. Didn't go up the first pitch. Through the bottom of the zone. Alonso, fantastic opportunity for her career here to face world number 2 Japan. Hard hit ball, that's through the hole again. Nakagawa stays hot. It'll be a stand-up triple that plates another one for the Japanese. 7 runs to 0 now.
Shortstop, number 5, Yuri Nakamizo.
Japan just put their foot down, don't they? When I say put their foot down, they put it down on that right pedal. Push the gas. Edge is missing. Yui Nakamizu. Counts one of the outs there, since popped up to first base for it. Sort of yesterday against New Zealand, the Japanese, they were impressive on the get-go, without a doubt. Imposing figure at the plate. Through 13 batters in the first innings, 2 home runs against New Zealand. They're up to their 11th batter now. Good pitch, just too low though. So a walk for Nakamizu. Runners in the corners for Japan. And then over to Kana Kudo. Fantastic at bat. If the pitcher got head up, fights off a lot to the right side and then just punches one into the corner of the left field. Opened the scoring here in the first innings. Ball here on Kudo. This one comes through the zone. Oh, advance. 7 runs to 0 here, Japan. Still running. First innings. So runners in scoring position. hard hit ball, nicely taken though at first base by Sellers. And that'll stop the bleeding and hit the first innings, not before Japan use their technique, use their poise, and use their power. Played 7 runs here to get underway, and game number 6 on day 2. The power of the Japanese Olympian champions is simply impressive, isn't it? Nakagawa and Harada left to right in the outfield. Kawabata is in the hot corner, third base. Nakamizu and Kudo up the middle, peering later first base. Sumitani behind the dish. And the new pitcher, haven't seen it yet this week, Sakura Miwa. It's a long line of pitching legends, sorry, not legends, pitching powers coming out of Japan. It's nice to see another one of those today. Those statistics is your first innings of work in the World Cup. Through 2 pitches yesterday against New Zealand and Japan. Start was Gotu, I believe the ace. In 2 innings of work. New Zealand will be credited though. They picked up 3 hits and 2 runs off here, both of them at the end. They picked up 2 strikeouts though from the 9 batters that Gotu faced. Saki Katsumata was the closing pitcher. He was impressive, didn't give up a single thing to close out that match early against New Zealand. Philippines coming and batting a team batting average of 208 after that match against Canada last night. Yet to score a run in the World Cup. If they do that against Japan, boy, will they be happy. Friuli Venezia Giulia is the name of the region where we are. Butero is the ballpark. Castello Strata is the other ballpark we were yesterday. We'll go back there on day 4 and day 5 to conclude the World Cup. First pitch from Miwa is right down the tram line. This one pops up. And we'll go right down the right hand side there. So we get a first hit of the World Cup is Gabriel. Good stroke there on that pitch though. He's got good hand-eye technique and coordination. This one flies down the line. Philippines got a great coaching roster. Mentioned Ana Santiago, the head coach, Ramondo Palicoagan and Fernando Dizet, supported by Anthony Santos. So some great experience there for the Philippines in the coaching department. Change of pace and just ahead of this one goes foul. And a good batsman here from Gabriel. Just what you want from your lead-off batter. WBSC introducing a new official match ball, the Zeno 170. Hard hit ball. And a nice play for the third baseman. Kawabata gets it over in time for Naito. And yeah, the people who are watching Japan on the field, they are silky smooth. Technique is such on point. There's a big reason for that. Hours and hours of practice. You might say, wait a minute, we practice for hours too. I'm talking about hours and hours. Not uncommon for the Japanese players and teams to train for like 5 or 6 hours. Diligent at their tasks, that's for sure. Our friend from Botswana. Need to have him here. Character, I tell you. This one fouls off. MJ Margold. Statistical leader on the team. 2 hits from 3 yesterday against Canada. The second base woman from the Philippines. Shining light for the future, that's for sure. And Breed. Let's try and dunk this one in, but the outfield's shallow. You can take care of this one. Just clear as they go about their work, aren't they? So 2 quick outs here for the Philippines. This one just down inside Skyland Alazar. Only 2 American-born players. It's Alazar and Hamu who are back next. That one comes through. That was a count 1-1. Fires this one off. 2 strikes. Great to have the Japanese Olympic champions here. Just shows how global this game is, the brilliance of it. We've got an illegal pitch here. Moves the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Played umpire Sabina Farizzi calls that really early. Finish them off on the next pitch to look for some clarification on what's happening. And nothing doing as far as scoring is concerned anyway. 7 runs to 0, all 3-1 complete. Back with more action here live from Butero in 2023 Women's Soccer World Cup, brought to you by the WBSC. Back soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, yours to be in the women's softball World Cup Group C. Number 9, Rosario Field of Nigeria, for their contribution and commitment to the competition.
Top of the second innings here, and the Japanese went through 11 batters in the first innings. And that will start off Kawabata, Naito, and Harada. Tommy Kawabata hit by pitch in the first innings. Hard line drive to right field. It'll be a stand-up single for Kawabata. Get on the way here on the top of the second innings. We'll see Kawabata pull the hands inside, open the hips. That's the key to hitting an inside pitch. This pitches it down to right field, takes care of business. And bring up to bat now. Nori Naito, first baseman for Japan. Leading by 7 runs here. This one comes through the inside of the zone. Nice pitch away. Naito settles back in, waiting for Alonso. Here she comes. Slow roller through the middle though, it'll get through. And they'll go station to station at this point, Japan. 8th hit of the contest for Japan already. Beginning of the second innings. So a little bit out of front. Enough to push it, squeeze it through. Hard hit ball here, looking to go back. It'll get to the track. They'll take up in advance though, Japan. And 60 feet along, as you see. As you see, Kawabata comes in. Did you see that? I just got in, coach. I just got in. So first out here goes the Harada. We come to bat now. Ishikawa, designated player. Ishikawa picked up 3 RBIs. One on the leading pitch while she was batting with a run at third base. And then blasted one to pick up another 2. This one just missing down the line. Ishikawa, comfortable in her own skin, that's for sure. And she's in that batter's box. This one just gets away from the catcher. And they will come in advance. Japan now 8-0. It's the thing with Japan, isn't it? Any sign of half an opportunity, they'll jump straight at it. 4 RBIs for Ishikawa in the match so far already. Not a bad little start to the game. Second innings. Good pitch, real good pitch from Alonso. Flips that inside edge. 2 balls, 1 strike now on the count for Ishikawa. Punches this one, they're going to go over the top, and she will. Ishikawa puts the jet stream on, comes around. Whoa. Boy, oh boy, that is fast. You've just got to take your hat off and salute these Japanese players. The poise, the power with the bat, and the accelerator. It's almost like the road run. They're going around the bases. Great run of knots. Of course, played another run there. 9 runs now to Japan. You see that just out of the reaches. A gallant effort from Danica Aquino. There we are. Looks like we're going to have another change on the hill here in Santiago. Looking to pitch by committee to try and slow this rampant offense of the Japanese down. So that is the day done for Gloria Alonso. She could come out of it after facing 7 batters. Alonso, 3 hits. There's the 2 runs, both of them earned. A walk, 20 pitches, 8 of them strikes. It happens that quick in the blink of an eye, doesn't it? It's just so impressive. Well, this pitching change brought to you from the WBSC. Thank you for watching. We'll be back soon. More action here live from Baruto.
Change for Philippines national team. Now pitching number 7, Anthony Al. Now catching number 24,
Well, partway through the top of the second innings here, the Philippines have had to go into another pitching change. Third pitcher of the match, Anthony Howe, comes into the match after pitching yesterday against Canada. 1.2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 home run. 2 home runs, in the ranks. That did get a strikeout though against the 7 batters she faced. She is the ace. Been around for quite a while. Has Anthony Howe. She would be tasked with the responsibility to try and stem the flow of this Japanese offensive barrage. 9 runs plated through the match so far. 7 in the first innings, 2 here already in the second. Hard hit ball, will go into the alley. That's Japan for your Sakamoto. Scamper around the second base. And the run comes in 10 now. You've got to take your head off, don't you? The base runners will take the knee band off, but I take my head off and just bow in appreciation of the skill and talent of this Japanese team. Anthony Howe ready to go again now. Simitani to catch it. Simitani with a blast to centre field for a double. Picked up an RBI in the first innings. Nine hits already for the Japanese. Fouls back to the commentary booth. If you're paying attention, you are now. Catching change, as you can see, number 24 will come from right field. She'll jump in behind the dish. There's Lee Stick. As I'll move the roster around a little bit, fill the gaps that are required for the Philippines. And Raw, the starting, Christy Raw, the starting catcher, goes to centre field. Now, you don't normally see that. Catch in the centre field. You do today. 1-2, slow roll. Good play here for Hamu, the shortstop, and they will get the outs. So 2 away, one away here now. Up top of the shot, third at bat of the contest. Yanni Nakagawa. He goes in the first pitch and he'll go foul though. Tony Howe's got the ability to pitch to both sides of the plate. Good velocity. Not bad spin on the ball. I see she's got a knee bend on her left knee. Looking after her body. Just sort of found back as well. Just a different look, isn't it? Trying to find a different balance. Two away, of course. Ball up the middle and the run producing machine of Nakagawa continues here. 3 from 3. The betting stats were impressive after the game against New Zealand yesterday. Really are showing their class, aren't they? 8th batter of the innings there, Nakamizu. This pitch, Nakamizu seizes right down Main Street. 2 runs plated for Japan. Still in the second innings. Yesterday, they were in a hurry as well against New Zealand. See Tony Howe just trying to thread the needle. When a spot when the Japanese can't launch an attack. Japan against New Zealand put up an 8th spot in the first innings, an 8th spot in the second innings. 13 batters in the first innings, 12 in the second. Impressive, to say the least. Contest continues here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one's in on the hands and pops up. And a great effort. Alizar, third basewoman. Land of foul territory. Softball baseball played by approximately 65 million people. Over 140 countries across the world under the guidance of the WBSC. It's one of the most practiced sports among youth. And this is obviously the highest competition level at international softball. This one fouls back. Those social tags for you at WBSC and hashtag Softball World Cup W. Softball World Cup W. This is on the hands. Alizar going to the fence and it's just out of the edge. Well, those social accounts we're kind of seeing you to. The WBSC's growth is massive, more than 1 million followers in the WBSC social accounts. It is a wonderful organisation to be involved with and great to have them in charge of softball and baseball. Change of pace outside, pick off, but not going anywhere. Japan won't be running now, or shouldn't be anyway. 11 runs to 0 at this point. There's just not many swings and misses, is there? A lot of international countries will be watching these first 2 games by Japan, and of course will be eagerly awaiting the rest of the week for Japan because they have sent a loud signal to the world. Traditional foes USA sitting ranked #1 in the world. Yes, they will enjoy the opportunity to play against Japan. Should Japan qualify at the end of this Group C format? Japan will play Canada tomorrow. That's at 2 p.m. And they'll cap off their day 4 with 2 games that day. So down the line, Venezuela first at 2 p.m. and then they play the nightcap against the home team, Italy, at 8 p.m. before going into the finals on the last day, which is Wednesday here locally. Nakamizu. Tough battle, and earns the walk here. Head down to first base. The Japanese players, it's interesting how they changed their batting helmet. You saw just before young Batgill coming out of the dugout. A chance to meet her yesterday. She's the daughter of one of the tireless workers at the WBSC. Young Rebecca, 13 years of age, who's a pitcher in her own right. From a little bit more southern region from Indiana. However, she was really looking forward to meeting Gotu, which we got to meet yesterday, and of course the legend, that is Ueno. When I met her, she hadn't quite met them. And I tell you what, it was like she was on a hot roof, a cat on a hot roof. She was just like hopping and hopping and hopping. And well, she'd had like a, some of that sherbet sugary lolly or something. She was just fizzing. And that's what the Soccer World Cup here in the WBSC can do to you. This one down the line, Pools goes foul. Kudu. Tony Howe continues the work for the Philippines. On the outside, she'll spoil this one off. And you just see the Japanese. Look at that. It's all about technique and preparation. Philippines looking to get out of the innings here. 2 away in the top of the second innings. There's the outside. See the placement catch and leadership, popping up. This one, the fly and the play as well. You just see here that the Japanese spoil the pitch off until they find the one that they really want, and they're really entirely hell. 24 pitches, 17 strikes. He's trying to go at them, that's for sure. So the pace gets away. That'll allow Nakamizu and Nakagawa scoring up 60 feet. Two balls and 2 strikes here. This one pops up, and we've got out of play again. Boy, I find a title for every foul ball in this game. Man, Roberto will be off to get a nice, fantastic Italian dinner. I tell you what, if you've never been to Italy, you've got to come here. The pasta, of course, is something divine. But that's the way that they match the cuisine and the flavours, the tomatoes. This one squeaks through the hole. Japan will play another couple of runs here as Kudo takes her time, as I mentioned, just waits for the pitch that they actually want to hit. And does exactly that. Plays another 2 runs here. 6 down in the innings. 13 in total, as you see that go through the right side. Japan, like clockwork, aren't they? Very Swiss watch and so reliable, built with a lot of thought. The right type of style as well. Hitomi Wabata, By pitching the first and single right in the second. First time seeing Anthony Howe though. 1-1 the count now. This one fouls back. Of course, this is the first time the two-stage World Cup format has been played. Fantastic idea, which includes, it expands the number of teams that go to the World Cup to 18. Also, all three hosts, Ireland, Spain and Italy, never hosted a World Cup before, so great initiative from the WBSC. So this will go foul back out of play. As you mentioned already, USA and Australia have booked their ticket out of Balbriggan Island, Group A. Next year Spain, it was the Netherlands and Puerto Rico punching their tickets. Italy in Group C, they will be the host next year, so they get a berth. So 5 of the 8 tickets are booked. The top 2 from this 5-day World Cup tournament will punch their ticket. The last spot will go to a wild card. This one's down low. It's not long to swinging outside the zone, are they? Oh, Barton. Methodical. And over the top she goes, and Tony Howell holds her composure, keeps her head down and takes care of business. That will do the top of the second innings. That do play 6 runs, does Japan. Sitting Canes will be 13 runs to the bottom of the second
First
try.
committee, we'd like to thank all staff and volunteers for their hard work and dedication in making this event a success. So thank you all. Shortstop, number 20, Nicole Lee.
Bottom of the second innings here, and the Philippines looking to find a little something here. Will be Hamu, Telasik, and Aurora. 1, 2, 3. Will change the pace from Sakura Miwa. This one's lifted up. Got a chance. Oh, a ranging catch. It's just not fair. It is just not fair. Ayane Nakayawa had no business of making that catch. Look at the smile. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Mum, did you see me? Did you see me? Simply outstanding. What a catch. Eliza Telasik now. Really impressed with Telasik. With her work already, only through 1 day, 1 from 2 yesterday. Remember, that was against a very good pitching staff from Canada. Graham Reagan, one of the best here this week.
pitcher for Japan. Plenty of height. Obviously not common for the Japanese player to be too tall. She's actually got some really good height. Well, Christy Raw, she'll tie up the shoelaces. Waiting for her opportunity to come in. This one pops up. Normally that's a Texas league, but not when Japan is playing supplemental, makes things look easy. 2-way here, moving quickly through the second innings. It's a nice change for those who've been following Japan the last few years. They changed their shirt design to a gold colour. It was right around heading into the Olympics. I think it was a mindset the organisation wanted to set within their athletes for a number of years leading up to the Tokyo Olympics. We can win gold if we play and train hard. And straight back to Miwa, gets the job done here. 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second innings. The score is 13 runs to nil. Top of the third coming up next. We'll be long. Top of the third innings here. Japan sent up. Batters in the first innings. 10 batters in the second innings. They'll open up this one with Naito, Harada, and Ishikawa. This pitch from N. Tori Hao. Up and in tight. Naito. On board for an error by first baseman. She reached out to make the catch. And the shortstop couldn't keep it in the glove, and then in the second innings she drove on the centre field, did Naito. And pops up. It almost sounds like paper tearing, doesn't it, when it comes off the bat? It'll go foul though. Tell you what, the sound effects guy here has done a fantastic job. From Toronto, I believe. Japan, look at their dugout. Just methodical. It's their players the same way. Everything's tidy, neat, clean. Tell you what, I wish my kids would be like that in their bedrooms. This one's down the line. Hot shot. Halazar. Fantastic play from the Philippines. First time the Philippines have retired the first batter for Japan. So maybe a changing of the momentum here. Maybe the beginning of a comeback from the Philippines would that be record breaking, wouldn't it? 13-run comeback. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind staying here to pull that 7 innings to make that happen. Doka. Banana now. Sacrifice fly to centre field. Picked up a run in the first innings. Caused an error, excuse me, by the centre fielder in the second innings. She had a day yesterday, didn't they? Yeah, it's hard to just put them into words really at this point. Simply outstanding. 2 from 2, home run, 5 RBIs. Picked up another one here, 6 so far. I tell you what, the RBI leader champion at the end of this tournament. It's going to be a tough one to pick. I get the feeling there'll be quite a few Japanese players that are on that list, that's for sure. 2 balls. This one's up, not long though. Underneath it is the left fielder, Akina, and she will make the catch. How about that? Momentum shift, 2 in a row. You tell me. Gabriel has moved over the left foot, of course, because its centre is Christy Raw. As well made all those changes. We'll keep you up to date with all the changes and all the action here happening on day 2 of competition, game number 6. More action to come today, of course. Big one nightcap tonight. Oh, I tell you what, the full house sign might be out. Certainly fantastic to watch. I know I'll be staying at the ballpark to watch. You couldn't get me away from here. Really looking forward to that one tonight, that's for sure. Should be outstanding. The home side, the second game of the day, taking on the red and white of Canada. Maybe a smidge of black in there as well. The pitch is good from Anthony Howell. Come back and you can see the catch taker Gabriel on screen. Focused, isn't she? Ishikawa. Punch this one left foot to go foul though. And we'll have to go off to the races to pick that one up. Ishikawa's had a great day today. 5 RBIs, 2 triples. Apologies, the first one was in the park home run. And then a triple. Looking for a double and a single to get the cycle. Who sees she'll get 4 at-bats though. This one's outside of Ishikawa. And she's got the walk, so the cycle will have to wait for another day. Just as good today though. Haikadu cycling walk to 2. Single right field, double to centre field and play to the run as well. 2 away though here on the top of the 3rd innings. Philippines looking for that improvement. Rise ball. Ishikawa will not be going anywhere. 13 runs up. We'll see if she does. Softball gods or karma gods tend to take care of business. Hard hit ball, that's the way you do it. And ranging, what a catch from Christy Raw! Outstanding defensive jam from the Philippines. But just when you thought they're down and out, they keep Japan scoreless. An outstanding gem from their centre fielder. Score remains 13 runs to go. Back with more action. I'm picking the Philippines got to score. We come back. You watch the replay and enjoy. As we head to the bottom of the third innings, we have a legend entering the ball game, up by 13 runs to nil. Yukike Ueno needs no interaction. The superstar out of Japan carried this team to Olympic glory in Tokyo, Beijing. Simply outstanding competitor, one of the best. And I tell you what, this commentator will be getting a photo with that lady before he leaves Italy. To say I'm a fan would be an understatement. True privilege to be able to call Ueno here today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoy the rest of this game. You can pretty much turn the microphone off and just let you watch Yukike go to work. You can see by the reaction of the Philippines, it's not every day you get to face a legend. And with respect, De La Torre, the designated player, does hit one to the outfield. She should probably just stand there and be acceptant of the gift that Yukike Ueno has just given me. More to shortstop, double play ball, 1, 2, and they can't quite get there in time as Salians beats it out down to first base. Starting pitcher for Japan was Sakurawa Miwa. 2 innings of work, 1 strikeout, no hits, no runs. She faced the bare minimum with 6 batters in her work. 23 pitches, 17 strikes. Tough day at the office. Ueno has faced the biggest of challenges throughout her whole career. The biggest of moments. And she's climbed the mountain a number of times for Japan. I'll tell you what, Mount Fuji, you could almost call it Mount Ueno. The type of athlete she has been for Japan. A nice play to the third baseman there. Two away here as Akano goes down. Top of the shop now, Angelo Gabriel. Gets her second batting contest, but her first time to face a legend. No apology for going on about Kukiko. I'll be lucky enough to call this great game of softball around the world, but also no reason why you can't be a fan of legends. Nice methodical, doesn't muck around, straight back on the mound. The whole 0-2 now. And pumps that through to finish it off. Yukike Ueno, a legend of Japanese pitching staff, gets an innings here against Philippines. It's a clean one. It's a tidy one. Japan will gather in to thank Ueno for his service in this game and come out and probably hit the runs that are required. That'll do us through 3 complete. It is Japan in the lead, right behind Yukike Ueno, the legend, 13 runs to nil.
national team now pitching number 18, Roy Palma.
Some of the fourth innings here. This day two matchup, game number 6 between the Philippines and Japan. Japan with a firm grip on this one. 13 runs to 0 at this point. Get to the bottom of the fourth innings. They're still ahead by 10 runs. The game will terminate early, as you saw with all of those rules up in front of you. The run rule ahead. Tony will get us underway here in the fourth innings.
A double scored a run in the first innings, going out to shortstop in the second. And Tony Howell came in relief. She is done for the day. 1.2 innings a week, 3 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned, 2 walks, 1 strikeout from Tony Howell. 51 pitches, 32 of them were strikes. See a hard hit ball here, looking for a gap, and it's one bounce and over the fence for a round double. You see Tony stays high here, 2 doubles on the game for him. New pitcher in the ball, get a ball going. Palmer. Palmer came in to 1 innings of work, 2 hits and 1 run, 1 strikeout. 9 batters she faced in the Canadian games. You see the replay of that hit. Bounce and over she goes. A ground rule double, so the hitter, in this case, Tony will stop at second base. Stop the shot down. Nakagawa. Nakagawa with 2 singles and a triple on the day. Needs a double and a home run to get the cycle. 4th innings looks like will be the last innings here of this match. 4th pitcher of the contest here for the Philippines. This one gets away, as we mentioned, Japan for the rest of the week. And the schedule looks a little bit like this. They'll be taking on Canada tomorrow at 2 p.m. And on the final round robin day, 2 games, 2 p.m. against Venezuela and Italy. So the next 3 games they've got to play over 2 days. Definitely gets more stiffer competition. Game against Canada tomorrow should be good. She's just laser focused, isn't she? She gets on the back end of this one. It's high, but it'll go foul out of the play. You can see the sun starting to set to the west location. Nightcap at 8 p.m. will be played under lights. This one pops up. Safely underneath it though. And a fine catch, and the throw is strong as well. That's impressive. Very, very impressive as Aquino, who's moved over to right field. Takes care of business. So 1 away here at the top of the 4th innings. Yui Nakamizuo. Apologies. Starting shortstop. Any players from Japan without a hit today. 2 walks and a fly out to first base. Nakamizu will know that herself. Hitting in the 2 spot. She's actually looking for a first hit in the World Cup. She scored a run already. Down over the top of that one. We talked a little bit about the wild card earlier. There'll be 1 wild card spot up for grabs. It's on the outside edge. China finished in the 3rd spot in Valencia. They put their head on the ring. Great Britain finished on the 3rd spot in Ireland. Independently Italy finishes here. Maybe there's another wild card option. If they do know who are those 2 or 3 teams that are up for contention in the wild card, and the process to go through. Based on the final standings in the previous edition of the World Cup is the first criteria, because we talked about the host side getting a wild card, unless Italy finish in the top 2 here. So a lot to happen here yet. They're undefeated at the moment. Hard hit ball, great play. Alazar at 3rd base. Boy, she's been good today with the glove. The 3rd criteria was the highest position in the WBSC rankings at the end of the previous calendar year. Stay tuned anyway as we get closer to the end of this one on how it's going to balance out. Other big events for the WBSC calendar this year, the Under-50 Women's Soccer World Cup will kick off in Tokyo, Japan from the 21st to the 29th of October. It is the inaugural one. Looking forward to that first edition. And of course the U18 Men's Soccer World Cup, that'll be in Sonora, Mexico, 11 to 19 November. This pitch is pumped through the zone. Leaf pitcher here, Palmer. Really stayed focused, hasn't she, this innings? Hasn't given up a run. Until how shut things down in the 3rd innings. This one's lifted, and hiffed. Fouled in the right field. Kudo's been methodical in the batter's box today. The simple left field played a run in the 1st innings, grounded out to 3rd base. That was in the 1st innings as well. Then, as we mentioned, I went through 12 batters in the 1st innings. Then in the 2nd, blasted one to right field. That played in 2 runs for Japan. So 3 RBIs on the day for the 2nd baseman from Japan. So pops up, Alazar. She's been good with the glove and she'll take care of business here. And job done for young Roy Val Palmer. Scoreless innings here in the 4th. We're back in the bottom of the 4th. It is the Philippines that need to score a few runs to get within 10 runs here. 4 runs in fact. Back soon, 13-0 it is to Japan.
Bottom part of the fourth inning for the Philippines national team. Playing second base, number 45, Infringe.
Bottom of the fourth innings, 4 runs needed for the Philippines to continue here. And then we'll have to face the legend again. Kiko Reno. She gets another innings of work here against the Philippines. MJ Margot, Scotland, Elazar, and Nicole Hamu. 1, 2, 3 here. And just like that, Margot gets the job done. Hits one through the gap. Another smile on the dial. I think we'll find that both Margot and De La Torre will be asking for the ball. And a signature from Urano. Remember the moment. Elazar now. A couple of fine defensive plays from the third baseman from the Philippines. He gets an opportunity here. We talked a little bit earlier about how Japan changed their shirt colour to gold a couple of years before Tokyo. And it was in the softball circle, and they were trying to get their team or their association to think winning a gold medal. So the uniform, the shirt, changed to gold for a number of years now. They've gone back to the red and the white, but if you look closely to the left sleeve, they've kept a little bit of gold in there. Just remember, we are the Olympic champions. So roller, Ueno, quick play to 2 and 1. Oh, too quick down the line though from Liza. Lead runner's gone. Gonna bring up Cole Hamu. As you see, Ueno looked at the toys and gone just straight away. How many times do you think? Oh, look at it. Oh, I love it. Ueno comes down there, throws it underneath her armpit down to first base. Just thinking, no, I can do that too. I'll tell you, I've been to a lot of softball parks, tournaments around the world. Every time a legend graces the field, whether it be a pitcher or a hitter, people stop, pay attention. As you can see there, I think the double play was pretty close, wasn't it? Another life though for the Philippines. And this one comes off the dart, pushed over, trying, and no, not quite in time. Good stroke on the ball though from Hamu, to be fair. I call that an infield single, I'm pretty sure. High hit ball. WBSC got a range of tournaments. We talked about it last night with President Fakari. U12 Baseball World Cup underway, 18th of July to the 6th of August in Taiwan. Inside out swing, and that'll drop in. Philippines maybe score a run here. No, they'll pull on the brakes. Third hit from the Philippines. I'm excited for sure. Looking at the first space. I've got it on camera, unfortunately. Takes it, squeezes one to right field, so back-to-back singles. After the lead-off single to Margot here in the fourth innings. One away. Japanese outfield in just a tad for Christy Wars at bat. Back to the screen. Well, of course, also it's our first two-stage format for the Women's World Cup in softball. It's the same for baseball. They get underway in Thunder Bay from the 8th to 13th of August. Group A. Group B will be in Yoshi City, Japan, on the 13th and the 18th of September. And just when you think the WBSC is all done, no, they're not. 18th, the under-18 Baseball World Cup. 31st of August to the 10th of September, that's in Taiwan. So slow roller. They come home first for the 1 and 2. They get a double play. One hit one earlier, to be fair. And they get out of there and it's no score. And that's just the way Kike Moana. So fantastic job, ladies and gentlemen. That'll be the end of the ball game. Japan, again, another commanding performance here today. 13 hits, 13 runs. Give credit to the Philippines. They picked up 4 runs through the contest as well. 2 pitches used, Niwa and Ueno. And pick of the bunch. Got to go to the top of the shop. And Nakagawa. From 4.